Mm-hmm. Just somebody that opens the show. I have to get an intro. I might have to do a jingle for me.
You don't have an intro?
No.
I thought you had one.
No. I need one.
Who opens the show?
Celebrities mostly. Like I just have them say you're listening to the DJ Danny show.
Oh.
That. But I mean, I don't have anything now. I don't. Doc G?
Hello, everybody. This is Adrian Ormante, but you know me as Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. You're listening to the DJ Danny Show. Now get out of my face, fool.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net stream HR2. I'm your host, DJ Danny. I'm so honored and very thankful that my guest could be here in the studio today. Because last time I had you, we were in the other studio.
That's correct, yeah.
But it doesn't seem different or anything to you, right?
This one seems bigger, but
It was the same.
it's brighter.
I guess more lights. Yeah, definitely. So I'm very happy to have Joe Leo here from JBL Travel and Groups, and we are excited to discuss, a lot of people want to know, what exactly was JBL? What is JBL Travel Group? So we'll go with that first.
JBL Travel Group. Okay, so JBL actually is the initials of a doo-wop group that I perform in called the Jukebox Legends. And that's how the company got started. 7 years ago, we started to do cruises, and we were singing on the cruises, and we decided to put our own travel group together. So we called it JBL Travel Group. Because most of the people that were traveling with us at the time were fans, groupies, family of JBL, of Jukebox Legends.
Yeah.
Since then, has evolved tremendously, and we're a full-service travel agency.
And I think that's amazing, though, how it all started from, you being in the Jukebox Legends, for being a musician, a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, singer-songwriter.
Because a lot of people didn't know that about you as well, I guarantee.
Well,
so why don't we get a little bit Jukebox Legends?
Jukebox Legends is a 56s and 70s tribute group. We perform all over the country. We're best known at the Jersey Shore because that's where our roots are out of.
Yep.
And we've been there for over 15 years. And then we play in Aruba. We play on Norwegian cruise lines. We've been everywhere up and down the East Coast, from Florida to New York State. And like I said, 56s and 70s. Three guys. We lost one of our members like 3 months ago, and we have somebody now that's working with us. Actually, he was on your dad's show not so long ago. It's Bob Kulik from The Happenings.
That's what I said.
So Bob's been filling in and helping us get through all the jobs that we have booked for this year.
That's amazing.
And going into 2021, which we hope is going to be a better year, a different year.
We do. We really do. And we definitely hope that it's going to be more successful for all of us.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Especially from all the debt that we're all going to be
absolutely
involved in shortly with everything. So why don't we talk a little bit regarding for JBL Travel Group? How has it affected with COVID?
COVID has affected travel tremendously, and also the Jukebox Legends, because there's no places to perform.
The gigs, yeah.
So all of our gigs were canceled, but all of our travel jobs, it's crazy because we had honeymoons, we had weddings, we had some group travel all booked, and when all this started coming about in March, I was actually down in Florida. We have a satellite office down there in Palm Beach.
Oh, okay.
And we were, while we were down there, and all this was happening, we said we better get home because they're going to shut the airlines down. They're going to shut the airports down with everything that's happening.
Before you get a chance to get home.
Yeah. So of course my phone was ringing off the hook while I was down in Florida, and when I got back here in New Jersey, it was just constantly. I was on the phone 10, 12 hours a day with clients. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? And it was kind of a sit and wait game because we didn't know what to do. We didn't know if it was going to last a month. It was going to last because they were coming on TV and telling us it's going to last 3 or 4 weeks. It might be a month, and then they extended it 30 more days. Now you're getting into honeymoon season, and I have brides that are panicking, who are supposed to have destination weddings, and they couldn't, and couples that were going on honeymoons they couldn't go. So
it affects everyone.
It did. So travel just got really taken back, and it was, and it's not just me. It's it's all the travel agents all over the country. We have Facebook pages where we talk to each other. I'm fortunate enough that I belong to a group of travel agents from all over the country. We constantly keep in touch with each other as to what's going on, and we've all felt it. We've all felt it.
I feel like it's definitely very difficult also, and it might even be more stressful to the situation where you had clients then, Do you feel like you might not have those clients after all of this?
Well,
like, do you have any of that stress on you as being a travel agent? Or is that something you look past?
I look past it, but I'm sure some people are a little ticked off at the situation, and we could be the brunt of that.
But it's not your fault.
No, it's not our fault.
Create COVID.
And the refund process, getting their money back, was taking a lot of time, because you have to picture a reservations department and an accounting department at one of our wholesalers at one of the airlines being inundated and overwhelmed with thousands and thousands of people who had to cancel their trips. So it wasn't just me, just wasn't just one travel agent.
Yeah.
There was thousands of us all over the country that were going through the same thing. So these companies were inundated, and refunds were taken 90 to 120 days to get back to people. Most of them were pretty, understanding about it. And when they got it, they called me. They thanked me for everything that I did. Some of them got a little hostile with me, and I just said, listen, I can't, I'm not really in control of that.
You do what you can.
And we're doing what we can do. All I can do is guarantee you're going to get your money back. Just be patient with me. So,
I mean, that's the only way that you can. I feel like it definitely is a very struggle and difficult situation for anyone out there that wants to travel. I mean, even if it's not a cruise, just going on vacation, or right now if you want to Airbnb a lot of places. But then you also have to deal with coming back and quarantine yourself for 2 weeks before you go anywhere.
Yep.
So it's like never ending rules.
I mean, the CDC website has, a lot of, my wife, Sue, and I were just talking about that on the way over here. And she's not on camera because she's very camera shy.
Oh, I told her she can come in here if she wants to. She's welcome.
I told her to come in.
Come on, Sue,
But
you can come in.
she's afraid I'm going to call on her and answer her question.
Well, we're not going to put the camera on her, though. Just her voice would be involved.
But, I mean, it was I just lost my train of thought because we started talking about her.
No, it's okay.
But we were talking about
just the rules,
the refund and the rules and the quarantine. The CDC, they change every day. The good thing about those people that did book with a travel agent was they had somebody that they could call. Some people think that it's more expensive to book with a travel agent. It's absolutely not.
It's cheaper.
We don't charge you any fees. We don't tack anything onto your trip. We get paid by the cruise line, the resorts, the airlines, directly from them. And if you called up the hotel and the price was $1,000, and you called me and I got it for $975 for you, I saved you a few dollars because we have connections.
Which is
but
good.
But that's not something that's going to happen online. When you go online, you're not dealing with anybody.
That's true.
And then when you have to cancel, you're calling an 800 number. You don't know who you're going to get. And I could tell you horror stories even before COVID of people that showed up for a reservation at a destination and there was no reservation for them.
Oh, boy. Wait, but how exactly would that be? They
Because
booked it wrong?
They booked it online, and the online travel agency, which we call them OTAs, never confirmed the reservation.
Oh.
So when they got there, they had no reservation. Yeah, so these, and then who do you call? You call an 800 number and you wait online for, an hour and a half, and you get one person, you get switched to another person too. So when you're dealing with me or one of my travel agent friends, you're dealing directly with us. We make the phone call, we call the hotel, we call the airline, we handle all that for you, and you're going to get your money back.
And that's more like the safer way to go, in my
Exactly.
opinion, though, because even when you're traveling or when you're looking for things online, I mean, when me and my sister went to Vegas a few years ago, we were looking online. Ruben helped us find a deal from like Expedia or something online, or Truly, and it was more of the fact that we had to go through everything, but we also wanted to double check to make sure there was like no bed bugs and like all these other things on the
And
side.
there's nobody there to talk to.
Oh, no, there's never anyone to talk to.
I had a client that
You just go by what people say as the reviews, though, and hope to God that there's no bed bugs.
Exactly. I had a client that was in Italy for 12 days. Last stop was in Sicily, and something happened, and he needed to get home. and he called me at like 6 o'clock in the morning because over there it's the afternoon. And I heard the phone ring. I have an office in my house, and I heard the phone ring and I answered it. And he was calling me from Italy. He says, "I need to get out of here. I need to get home." And his flight wasn't for 3 more days.
Oh boy.
So I said, "Hold on, let me see what I can do." I said, "I'll call you. This is your cell. I'll call you back." And I got him out of there at noon the next day, and back here, to Newark International
For
Airport.
what he had to do.
But it was done right away. I can imagine what he would have went through if he was dealing with somebody online.
Well, I wanted to know actually, Joe, if we can get a little bit involved with. I know you said regarding with your company, the JBL, tour groups is what you're doing in cruises. But how did you get involved in it? Like, was it a lot of work?
Well,
how did you get the connections? Like, come on, this is the storyline.
Here's the real story.
This is
the
gold.
real story.
Okay, listen.
I've always loved to travel.
Okay.
And when I met my wife a little over 8 years ago, one of the first things we talked about was travel. And she said, "I love to travel." So I said, "I do too." So I said, "Well, we have to travel together to see if we can put up with each other." And she's probably laughing right now, but it's a true story. And so we took a short 4-day, 3-night trip to Bahamas, and we had a great time. I said, "Okay, good. We could do this. We could travel together." Because my wife is not one of the best flyers in the world.
A lot of people.
She's
hate
very
to fly.
anxious over flying.
Does she use a brown bag? Like
No,
if
she
that?
doesn't get sick. She just gets anxious. She just gets anxious.
So she wants to be back on the ground.
Yeah, she wants it. Yeah.
Right away.
Once they take off, she says her prayers, and once we land, she's happy. So anyway, when we decided to get married, we were looking to do a destination wedding, and we started to look around at companies, travel agencies. We looked online, and honestly, we couldn't find anybody that could do what we wanted to do.
Okay.
So we said, we could do this ourselves, and we could start our own travel agency. And that's when it actually started. And we've been through a lot of training. Mm-hmm. We've acquired a number of certifications, and because of our experience over the last 7-8 years, we've made a lot of contacts at all the major hotels, all the major chains, the Sandals, the Hyatts, the Marriotts. And so we're on first name basis with a lot of managers of hotels where I can call up and say, "Listen, I got a couple coming out. They're a honeymoon couple. If you have extra room and you can upgrade them, can you take care of it?" They won't promise you.
No, I know that. Yeah, but you have that connection.
But I've had couples call me and go, "Oh my God, they upgraded us to this rooftop suite with a plunge pool. Did you do that?" So that's what. And there's a lot of training, and we're training all the time. In the last since March, from March till now, I've really, because nobody was really traveling, I spent a lot of time getting new certifications and new accreditations and things for
Like what?
trips. Just like, for example, we are now IATA certified,
Okay.
which is the International Airline Travel Association. Very hard to get. You have to have a certain amount of hours already in the business. You have to have so many dollars worth of bookings. We're CLIA certified, which is the Cruise Line Industry Association. So we're certified with all of the major cruise lines, river and oceans. And then we took destination wedding planning classes. We took honeymoon classes on how to plan the perfect honeymoon.
Just so you have like a better idea.
Exactly.
Or
So
better
just to get some tips and stuff on dealing with the clients. Of course, marketing classes. Although my background's in marketing, so that was one of the areas that I had an edge in.
That's awesome that you did marketing though too. To help with it because you're your own promoter.
Yeah, you have to promote yourself. Yeah, it's and I have a lot
and
of
your wife.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, it's a full time business for us, and Sue still works full time, so she works more for us at night and on the weekends. And she's the research girl. If you want to know something about, I need to, honey, somebody wants to go here and they're looking for a good restaurant. She'll do all that research, have everything ready for me. So she's my research girl.
I think when we were planning our Italy trip, was she the one that did the research too? I know you both looked into it.
Yeah, she did most of it though.
She was getting the places that were like not that far from each other and stuff.
And we would have been leaving today for Italy.
That's so sad.
We would have been leaving today.
That's very sad. But you know what? good things will come next year when
Absolutely.
it's meant to be.
Absolutely.
Because even if we didn't have COVID or anything going on right now, there would still be a stepping stone to where we wouldn't be allowed somehow. We wouldn't have known.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
you could have gone down there and there could have been like a shooting or something. Like
Yeah. I mean, when this hit in March, we already booked. We had 100 people booked to go to Italy.
I was trying.
I know you were trying. We had 100 people booked to go to Italy, and it broke my heart to have to send an email out to everybody and say, "Listen, guys, in light of what's going on, and Italy at the time was really bad."
Yep.
And I have a friend that lives part-time in Italy, part-time here.
Oh, God
You
bless
met him.
him.
You met
Which
him.
one?
Michael
Like
Castaldo.
Estado. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
I get who he is.
opera singer, and
I had him on my show.
Yep.
Saw his amazing show. You would and Joe.
and
Johnny.
he commented. He had sent me a message. He said, you don't want to go right now. And we didn't know the cruise lines were going to wind up canceling the cruise. We just didn't feel comfortable with it.
Well, yeah,
because-
and your gut, of course, with that too.
And so everybody was saying, let's wait.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've been dealing with this for the last 8 years, dealing with travel for the last 8 years, my gut just told me, listen, guys, we need to pull the trigger here and make a decision. Because final payment's going to be due in the next 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
Once you make final payment, now you're out all that money until we get that back. Right now, we only have deposits. I think it's time to make a decision. And we did. People were reluctant, but they did. And now they're thanking me. But I get messages still on my Facebook page all the time. When are we going to Italy again?
Aww.
We're looking at it for 2021. We really have to evaluate
What
Italy's
the world's gonna
situation.
be.
Yeah, what the world's going to be.
Well,
so.
it also depends where you're flying out from here,
Yeah.
from Jersey. Where were you flying out?
We were going to
from?
fly to Newark because,
It was
you
Newark.
fly
Okay.
the overnight, you get there in the morning, and then we were going to stay in Rome, and then we were getting on a ship, and we were doing all of Italy and
Plan
Greece.
it all next year.
and
You could do
Greece.
the same thing.
We
with a
can.
gondola ride or something.
Well, when we talk about cruises, that's the other thing. We don't know what the itineraries are going to be yet for next year, because they're really right now just trying to get back into the I would say back into the water, but the ships are in the water, get back sailing again, and that's the thing. So it's a day-to-day kind of situation that we monitor on a regular basis. We get a ton of emails every day from all the major companies, all the major wholesalers, the cruise lines, kind of updating us, but they don't know themselves right now what's going on.
They're going
So-
by media,
Exactly.
basically.
They,
a lot of people are.
they just canceled everything up until some cruise lines canceled everything up till the end of this year already.
Mm-hmm.
Some have only canceled up to October. Some of the reports I've read from CLIA say that we probably won't see cruises sailing again till maybe first quarter of 2021.
Okay.
So maybe March, April.
Or like a mid-spring kind of thing.
Yeah. So we don't know. We're looking at a cruise right now for July of next year. We're in the planning process of it, and we're just hoping that everything's going to be fine by then.
What's nice about knowing that you do cruises in ways that you can help people without COVID situation, people could give you an idea of what they're looking for to do on the cruise, and you can plan a nice getaway.
Right.
And I think that's pretty amazing and luxurious to the point where people need to come to you to do a lot of the, the booking.
Right.
A lot of people think it's easier to do it online, like you were saying before. And with your 800 number and everything that you have to deal with, I don't remember if I had to call an 800 number. I think I spoke directly to the hotel, but they weren't nice. You got to get like the nice manager. It's always like a mean.
Well,
cruel
normally
worker
you're getting a reservation person. That's who you're getting.
or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
And they're just like, "What is your name?" Or like that. Just that voice.
Yes,
It's
we
like-
have you in the computer. It's
Or it's a
all
recording.
it's scripted.
Yeah,
It's all
that's what it
scripted.
sounds like. So it definitely would be amazing, especially for near future, that everybody contacts you with when they want to do a lot of their,
You'll.
things going on.
It's funny because you'll if you call a resort or you call an airline or a cruise line, you get the recording, and it'll say, if you're a travel agent, press 1. If you've booked if you're booked through a travel agent, press 2. If you're calling about your own reservation, press 3. My calls gets through a lot quicker than your call's going to get through,
Yeah,
because they have
because-
dedicated people taking care of the travel agents.
That's actually very true.
know.
Okay, I understand that now because different agencies, take care of what they want. But I guess it's also depending on who the person is on that shift
Yeah.
that's answering the phone call.
Right.
Or it gives you that 10, 15-minute wait, and it's always 30, 45. And you hear that elevator music, then it makes you just want to go insane.
Well, I got to tell you, from March till recently, when all this came down, the wait times were long for all of us, even for us. I mean, I would actually put my speakerphone on, do something else on my computer, design an ad, work on somebody else's reservation changes, and it was just all at once. So it was, you had to, you remember there's thousands of travel agents all over the country, so everybody was calling at the same time.
But it was also depending on who they were trying to get in touch with,
Yeah.
or who you were trying to get in touch with.
Yeah.
So that was part of it too.
It was. I mean, of course, it was crazy. But that's that's the cruise situation as far as what's happening with that. When people are calling me now, I'm telling them, let's look at next year. Let's look at next year.
But at least you have a better innuendo about it.
Yes,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like you don't have to say, not this year. We'll look into next year.
Right.
Or you could just tell them, give them a date for next year.
Right.
Just to get them excited so that they can start booking something.
Right.
Even though we don't know what it's going to be.
We don't know yet.
But you want to give them an idea so they feel, good about it, relaxed. It's also very helpful to when you're talking to your clients and you're, with the reservations or stuff, the way that you coach them, as saying
exactly.
that everything
Absolutely.
is okay. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
You're going to be fine.
I
Don't
mean,
worry
you
about
got
it,
that anyways.
We got this. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. I just had a honeymoon couple the other day that was supposed to leave for Jamaica, and when we confirmed everything, the flight, the airlines changed the flights. They were nonstop from Newark to Jamaica and home, nonstop from Jamaica back to Newark.
Yeah.
The airlines changed all the flights, so now they had one stop going and two stops coming home.
Oh, okay.
So their travel day coming home was going to be like a 12-hour day. So now they were starting to panic, so I calmed them down. And then I called one of my tour operators. We come to find out the hotel wasn't even ready to open, so the hotel wasn't going to be open in time for their honeymoon.
Oh.
So we processed their cancellation and cancel. They're going to wait until things calm down and take the honeymoon.
Oh, that's so sad. So, but what would have happened to that situation if they didn't contact you about the flight? They went there and then they didn't have a hotel. Would you have to try to find them one immediately?
Well, we were going to try to find them another hotel in Jamaica, but I think the flight situation really was the icing on the cake. They really didn't want to be traveling 14 hours coming home. And I can't say as I blame them. I want to get on the plane, fly 3-4 hours, get there, get my drink at the bar, go in the pool, and when it's time to leave, I want to check out, pack my bags, get on the bus, get back on the plane, and be home in 3 or 4 hours. I don't like stopping. If I have to, I have to, but I don't like doing
What
it.
would the stopping be?
Sometimes you could land in Chicago or
And then you have to get back.
and then you
on?
have to get back. If it's a layover on the same plane, 9 times out of 10 they won't let you get off the plane. If you're switching planes, then you get off, you switch planes, but it's a hassle.
That's
It's a hassle.
complicated. Yeah, that's something else actually.
Yeah, I traveled a lot for business when I was in marketing, and
But you enjoyed it. You had fun with
oh,
it.
I did. I really did.
Did you have any frustration moments? Be honest.
Well, since it's today, September 8th, since today is September 8th, I'll tell you a story. On September 11th, I was traveling for business. I arrived in O'Hara Airport in Chicago, just as the second plane hit the World Trade Center.
Oh boy.
Now, I was going to Chicago for 3 or 4 days
Yeah.
and wound up staying there for 2.5 weeks. I couldn't get a car. There wasn't any seats on trains. There was no flights. All the airports were closed down.
Yeah.
But the company that I worked for, whose name I won't mention, at the time was very helpful, to whatever we needed. I mean, I actually had to I went down the street to a department store to buy some clothes because I only brought enough clothes with me for 3 days.
And how long did you stay?
I was there for almost 2.5 weeks.
Oh, okay, because you couldn't leave.
So,
yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, that's a horror story for me personally.
That's
so I've been there.
frustrating.
I've been there.
I do.
And they had a corporate travel department, so they were excellent in getting me back home.
For all that.
But now, on the other hand, we talked about cruises, the all-inclusive resorts. A lot of them are open now.
Okay.
Oh, we're not running short on time, right? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you're fine. You have until 7:45.
Oh, okay, good.
You know that, right? It's not even 7 o'clock yet. Take
Okay.
your time.
Are we doing a commercial break or?
We can if you want to,
No,
but
no.
I'll announce the number in a few minutes.
Okay, good.
Continue.
At 7 o'clock, we're going to open the phone lines, take
Yes.
questions. Okay. So there's a lot of all-inclusive resorts that are open, and I have some people that have been calling the last couple of days asking about, where can we go, what's available, is it safe? I think is it safe really comes down to you personally,
Okay.
how you feel
About the situation.
about the situation. Like me personally, I would jump on a plane tomorrow and go anywhere.
I would love to.
I would
I'd
go
have to be
anywhere.
quarantined though from my job.
Well, that's the thing with a job. If they might want you to quarantine for a week or two when you get back. Although the CDC does have a list of places that they require quarantine.
Yeah, like
and
in
if it's
different
not-
states, right?
Yeah, it's
Something like
mostly
that.
the states.
Yep.
So on our website, I did on jbltravelgroup.net, I put a section up that says COVID-19 updates. Because these updates change so often, there's links there to the travel and tourism bureaus for each destination. The popular ones, Aruba, Bahamas, Bermuda, Jamaica, Mexico.
Okay. Rome.
Yeah, so they can go on there and they can look it up and see what the things are. 99% of them are requiring a COVID test because they don't want to bring it in. They have it
So
there.
you have to go there to take the test?
Well, some of them you need to do it. I'll just take Aruba for example,
Okay.
because it's my favorite place in the whole world to travel to.
I still want to go there.
It's my favorite place in the world. I've been going to 28 years. I absolutely love Aruba, and I have a lot of friends on the island, and we always stay at the Barcelo Hotel in Aruba. We know everybody there from the manager down to the busboy at the restaurant. They know when we're coming every year.
That's where my friends are right now on their honeymoon.
In Aruba?
They're in Aruba, then they're going to Disney, she said.
From
Her name's
Aruba to
Juliana.
Disney.
Yep.
That's a heck of a difference.
That's what they're doing.
So anyway, in Aruba, you need to take a COVID test 3 days prior to arrival in Aruba. And Aruba has an online immigration form that you fill out. And you need to upload the negative test results to that website with your immigration form 3 days before you go. The problem people are running into is there's no guarantee here in the United States that you're getting your test back in 3 days.
That's true.
That's one of the problems. And we've talked to a lot of doctors and stuff, and they said, yeah, it should take 3 days, but it could come back in 5. So in that situation, you're not going to be able to upload it. But that's just one situation. If for any reason you didn't get it done here, when you get to Aruba, you can pay $75. You can have the test done there, and then you're quarantined to your hotel room. They tell you for 24 hours. But
Until you get your test back?
until they get the results back. But you can stay in your hotel, in your room. They get the test. We've had clients tell us that the test results were back by midnight that night. So whatever testing they're using there, we need to get over here. But
That sounds pretty, yeah.
so
That's
it's
pretty high tech.
yeah. So that's the story. Then if you did test positive, then they transfer you from your hotel to one of their COVID hotels
Okay, so they have
where
them.
you need to stay on your vacation. So
That's not fair.
yeah. Well,
That's mean.
that's the problem, and that's why a lot of people are very hesitant about traveling.
Yeah.
But if you could get that test before you go, fantastic. You're negative, and then you go. The other thing is in Aruba, you need to pay in Aruba $15 a day for their health insurance, so that if you did get sick with COVID while you were there, you're covered while you're in Aruba.
Oh, okay.
Because your health insurance from here in the United States is no good over there.
Yep, that's true.
And most of the travel insurance plans that you buy, the medical portion of that doesn't cover COVID.
Oh, well, what is the medical portion? Is that like if you fall off a
Yeah,
boat or
so
something?
I was going to talk about travel insurance. Let's wait. We'll get to that. We'll talk about travel insurance.
Oh, because that would be, okay, yeah.
So that's the thing. So every destination has something different. Jamaica has something different. Mexico has something different, and that's why I put the links there. And they change daily depending on the outbreaks.
Do you update it?
It's updated automatically by the tourism boards.
Oh, okay. So, it's not
that's why I cling to them, because it changes so often. For me to go on and physically change it every day or every couple of days would be crazy.
Yeah.
So to get the up to date information, I link them directly to the tourism boards,
For
and
them
there's
to see.
and right to the COVID page, because it tells you all the rules and regulations.
Just so everyone gets a better idea of what's going on.
Exactly. You know,
It's frustrating.
it is.
It really is. And I mean,
really
like, for
is.
anyone that wants to go on vacation, though, in the summer, that's more upsetting, too.
You know,
Even if it's not a cruise, you know what I mean? Like, just traveling somewhere.
we would have been on 2 vacations already this year with groups, the Jukebox Legends groups.
Yeah.
Just our friends and family groups.
Was it Florida?
Well, Florida we go. But we haven't been to Florida because their rate was so high too. You get quarantined when you get back. I think that might have ended. Sue would know better. She watches that. But we would have been on 2 trips already with the group. We actually were going to be in Aruba after we canceled the Italy trip. We were going to go to Aruba, and we wound up canceling that. So we really don't have anything planned. We're looking at
Next year?
we're looking at April of next year. Actually, January, we have a trip planned to Mexico. I have a destination wedding out there for about 100 people that were supposed to go get married in May of this year.
Oh.
We waited.
January.
We waited till like 2 weeks before, and we said we need to move it. So we moved it till January.
Did you guys come up with a date for January, or was it them?
Well, the groom actually said this is the only week I can do it in January because he's in a doctorate program,
Oh, okay.
and so he that was the only week he had break. So
The only
we
opening.
contacted the hotel. They moved it over. They protected everybody's pricing. 3 or 4 guests can't make it in January, so we got them their refunds. But now when there's a big group like that, Sue and I go to the wedding, and we make sure that everything is set up, everything is done
But yeah, I would hope so.
up to the wedding, up
Try
to
to
the
make
day of
sure.
the wedding, and then we might stay a few more days. So this year, what we decided to do was we put a group of our friends together that are going to come out like midweek, meet us out there, and then when the wedding's over, we're going to join them and stay for another 5 or 6 days.
Oh, okay.
So again, it's day to day.
It is.
We're only in September. This is January. So that
But
made that in
it'll fly
January.
by so quick,
I know,
Joe. You have
I
no
know.
idea. We're going to be in October, November.
I know.
Quicker than anything.
And then in
So-
April, we're looking at a trip to Graceland.
Greece?
Graceland.
Oh, okay.
I want to go see the House of Elvis
Yeah. Where's Graceland?
in Memphis, Nashville,
Tennessee?
Memphis, Tennessee. I'm confused.
Tennessee.
So we want to go tour. We want to go
Okay.
tour there. So we might do that in April.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We might do that in April.
Oh, Texas.
But in,
Nashville.
but in July we already have a cruise planned for July 4th. And
Good. So you have some
yeah, we're
upcoming
starting
stuff.
to
Just
look at the next
things
year.
that you're pending, looking at,
Yep.
trying to
Yep.
put together, and see what happens.
Yep.
And everything. I mean, that's all we can do. We can only just sit and wait
Exactly.
until we're allowed to go outside and do something new. I mean, they just opened indoor dining, so
25% though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
crazy.
people are complaining that I've also been dealing with. People are saying you should be wearing your mask while you sit down at the place, like your booth, And normally you would take it off, because the waitress comes to you or whatever. They're saying that they want you to leave it on. Other people feel
Unless
more
you're eating or
comfortable.
drinking.
Yeah, or you have to have it on your chin and just your chin strap for. a
I don't
while.
want to comment because it'll be a whole nother conversation.
Well, we're gonna open the phone line though.
It'll be okay.
So we're going to open the phone line. So if anybody has any questions regarding traveling or anything to do for the JBL travel sport or cruise lines, or any questions or concerns or anything of yourself, if you want to also speak about the mask situation with cruises, you can give us a call. Our phone number is 609-807-2492. Phone lines are open. We're taking some calls. Just don't be shy. Seriously, this is a strict conversation. We just want to get the word out and see how people feel. Because I know that I'm not the only one suffocating.
No, I'd be curious to hear people's phone calls and how they feel about traveling right now.
Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you like driving?
Well, I don't wear a mask when I'm driving,
Oh, I don't either. But I
Okay.
laugh at the people
but I
that
see
do.
people that do. Yeah.
Me too. I look at them and I think they're just stupid.
You can't. I can't breathe when I have it on as it is.
Yeah, but you're breathing in your own carbon monoxide. You're killing
Exactly.
yourself while you're driving.
Exactly.
And what, you're going to have the air blasting on your face like it's going to make it 100% better? You can't even swallow the air you're breathing in, you know? It's a stressful situation, and we're all living in it. I mean, we're all dealing with the whole situation. We're all the same person, you know?
Exactly.
We're all the same blood. So
We're rolling the same boat. Everybody's feeling the same thing. Some people. Listen, I mean, if you're compromised, they say people with heart conditions and emphysema, COPD, and you need to stay home for your own safety. I totally understand that.
Yep. Me
but
too.
people like you that and me, younger, healthy,
Yeah.
Let
me live my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me go out and do whatever
We
I wanna
only
do.
live once.
Yep.
You're trying to live it to the fullest, and all these restrictions and stuff don't make it that much
Exactly.
easier.
Like I said, I would jump on a plane tomorrow. I don't care.
Does it depend where it's going?
No.
You wouldn't care?
I don't care.
You could just be going to Pennsylvania or something.
All right, that's fine. I could drive there.
That's very true. You could drive there.
But yeah, call in. I'm curious to hear how people feel about travel right now. Would you go? Would you want it? Would you like to go on vacation right now if you could?
Yeah. I mean, I am too. We just have to see if anyone feels comfortable to call in because, COVID with their phone and mask over their phone or all those restrictions.
They're getting home from. Oh no, they're home from work by now.
No, they're probably listening in their car. So, yeah, if you guys want to call in, you definitely are allowed 609-807-2492. We're just talking about travel. And, if there's anything that you guys have questions for, we'd be happy to help you as well with that. With Joe being here and he's 100% with promotions, marketing, and everything that he did in his background. It's pretty nice to know that you have your own standing ground. And you're building yourself still, with everything that's going on.
Yeah, we're still moving. Like I said, everything that's we're really booking right now is for next year. In hope that everything is going to be good after
Which is
we get through.
It's so sad to say that though,
I know.
Because I don't even do you think they're even going to have the ball drop this year in New York City?
I don't know.
That's how far I'm now. I'm thinking of
I know.
2021 Happy New Year.
It's crazy.
I mean,
It's crazy. You got. I was writing myself a note here and I never finished it, so I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. I was writing a note and I said,
It might have been something to do with the travel insurance. No.
"Yep, travel insurance." Yeah. So travel insurance is I highly recommend it all the time for people. Now the travel insurance has changed a lot since COVID, but I recommend it because it really protects them in case they cannot go. I know what I was going to say. So anyway, that's travel insurance. The one thing that we found out was a lot of travel insurances do not cover pandemics.
Okay. Which is for the COVID,
Exactly.
the corona.
So, you're not going to cancel because of the pandemic. But travel insurance is great because you have protection up until 24 hours before you leave if something happens. Say there's a death in the family, God forbid, or somebody in the traveling party gets really sick and can't go.
Yeah.
The people with the travel insurance, get their money back, less the insurance cost, of course.
Yeah.
And if you're over wherever you're going, there's an emergency medical portion of that. Now, I'm not an insurance agent, so it's an add-on that we offer through a major, insurance company who then deals with you and gives you the outline in your policies. But there isn't a medical portion, so if somebody needs to be airlifted or whatever, they're covered, up to a certain amount of money. It also covers lost baggage, delays.
Is it bodily image as well?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's Allianz. There's
Bodily is yourself.
oh, bodily injury. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it would give me a company name.
Oh no.
It's my
bodily
hearing.
injury. No, you're good.
Yeah, bodily injury.
Yeah.
You break a leg. Actually, I had a couple on their honeymoon. It's a funny story, and I get a text at like 9:00 in the morning, and the wife says, "Joe, did we take insurance for this trip? with medical. And I said, yeah. She goes, okay, good. I got to take my husband to the hospital. He thinks he broke a rib.
What did he do?
Well, they were on the honeymoon, so I didn't want to ask.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, he was playing volleyball, and he hit the ball, and then he fell and hit the sand. Well, anyway, what he wound up doing was they went and had the X-rays, and he was covered. He wound up bruising it, but he had pulled a muscle where all his pain was coming from. So
How do you hurt your rib with the sand?
I don't know.
Unless it's like the bar of the volleyball, like the court.
So
Okay.
anyway, that was but they had the insurance, so he went to the hospital, and his visit.
So you
was
always offer it.
I
you
always
tried to.
suggest it to them. I don't force it on them. Like I said,
No.
I don't sell insurance.
Okay.
I'm not an insurance agent. We're not licensed to sell insurance.
You can be.
But it's an ad.
It's something you want to go to school for.
No, I don't want to go to school anymore. I've had enough school. But we have partners, our travel agency partners that offer the insurance. So we offer it through them for you. I will send you a copy of what plans are available right from the insurance company, and then we'll book that for you.
And that's part of everything with like.
Yeah,
pricing
that
included.
they can have, and I recommend it only because, especially when I have a lot of elderly people that travel, and it's just important to them. God forbid if anything happened while they were out of there.
Just in case.
Some people really think that their Medicare or their health insurance here is going to cover them over there, and it's not.
It's not. If
It's
you're
not.
out of the
Yeah.
states.
So I mean, it's supplementals that some people I know. One of my friends went up in the hospital in Jamaica, and he didn't have the insurance. But when he came back here, his supplemental actually paid 80% of all the bills that he incurred while he was out there.
When he was out
And his bills were over $8,000. So,
Oh my gosh. Well, that depends on the type of insurance he had here in America.
yeah, some kind of supplement that he said something about something blue, but I don't
Blue Cross
remember
Blue
what it
Shield.
was. No, he's an older gentleman, so it was something tied in with his Medicare plan, and
Oh, okay. So like a bundle of something.
Yep. so that was travel insurance. But what I was going to say, when I lost my train of thought, was all of the huge tour operators that we deal with, and all of the major cruise lines are all offering right now they all have different names for it, but it's a peace of mind guarantee.
Okay.
A peace of mind guarantee means you can book a trip for next year and you can cancel that trip within 48 hours of travel.
Okay. They give you 2 days before.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if you buy the insurance, of course, insurance is never refundable. It's always less your insurance. But they're giving this peace of mind guarantee because they want people to know that they can feel safe to book a trip for next year and not have to worry about the fact that it may get canceled. If the resort, of course, cancels or the cruise line cancels, of course, you're going to get your money back also. But this peace of mind guarantee protects you. Let's say you were going to go to Italy next year and the cruise was going on, but you just didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And a month before, you're like, I just don't feel comfortable going there. You can cancel it under this peace of mind. And like I said, each wholesaler, major wholesaler, tour operator, and cruise lines, each call it something different, but
Yeah.
it's peace of mind.
It's
is
something
basically what
that's
it
just a
is.
little more calming for
Right,
you
right,
with anxiety or anxiousness
right.
or just
Exactly. And,
anything that you have going on.
no callers. Everybody doesn't want to travel this year.
We have the phone line open, Doc G. Doc G? Is he there?
Are they sleeping in the control
I
booth?
have no idea. Is the phone line open? Okay. There you
Okay,
go.
there they
You
are.
can hear. Well, you guys can definitely call in. Nobody be shy about it. Seriously, we do definitely want to know your thoughts and concerns with traveling. I feel like it would be very mind-opening for a lot of viewers and listeners to hear you out. And it's not like you're anonymous. I mean, you don't have to give us a name if that's easier for you.
And we're not going to see your face on TV.
No, there's no face.
We're
It
not-
is voice.
we're not zooming you
but
in.
We're not listening to your voice like a voice recognition, so you're safe there. But seriously, you can call in. We have the phone lines open. We're really interested to speak with you guys, and we want to know your thoughts and concerns to traveling. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have a trip we're giving away. Normally, that's where you get a whole bunch of callers.
I know, right? All right, it's a,
That's what you would get. Because the last time you were on the show, you had the tickets, right? You were giving
we were giving
the
away tickets to the show that we were doing.
and you got 2 callers for that.
Yep.
And then Tara, was she a caller? Or we gave
Oh,
her
Tara
one?
just called in and was to talk.
And then you gave
I
her
gave her one.
Yeah.
And then Johnny C was the other one that called
Johnny
in.
C, yes.
Johnny C.
God bless you, by the way, for him tuning in and everything.
He's good.
Doing amazing now. He's doing better.
He's doing better.
He's
Yeah,
home.
he's doing better.
Home in bed. So.
Did you watch his videos when he was quarantined in his
I
camper?
watched the pizza where he was in the trailer.
They delivered the pizza to the camper.
Yeah, I saw that
loved,
one.
I love
was
John.
That's crazy, but
We're in a group called the Bacchanalia Boys together.
that's the 4 of you guys, right? Or 5?
Well, there's just like 40 of us,
Oh, okay.
and we go to a different restaurant
That's okay. Yeah.
every month for dinner. Well, we haven't done it, and
When did you guys start? March?
yeah, we were gonna do. I guess we missed the one in March, and then we were gonna do one in August at one of the guys' houses, and that's around the time that Johnny wasn't feeling good, and everybody kind of said, you know what, let's not do it,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah.
and take a chance that anybody might infect anybody. But
Yeah, I understand. But are you guys still thinking about it now that
yeah,
he's
we're gonna
better?
still do it. Yeah, now we're gonna do. Once now that some of the restaurants open at 25%.
Just do it outside, though.
Yeah,
You
we
can eat
could
outside.
do it outside of the restaurant.
If you do it outside, you don't need a mask.
No.
I mean, you need a mask to walk up to the hostess and then sit at the table.
Right, or to go inside to use the facilities, but
That's just
yeah,
stupid, too.
it's crazy, it's crazy. But
At
yeah,
least I'm not the only person that feels like crazy about this. I feel like I'm going nuts when I see people wearing masks just anywhere. It's just like I forget mine.
I forget a lot of times. You walk into the store and it's like, oh,
It's like,
I need my
excuse me,
mask.
please. Yeah, go leave. You have to go get your mask on. Excuse me, pull your mask up over your nose, please.
There's a call. Call us in. How many of you have walked to the store and had to go back to your car because you forgot your mask before you went into the store?
About 4 times this week
I actually started keeping one in my pocket.
in your pocket.
so that I always have it with me.
You should keep it in this pocket too, just
Yeah.
in case. You know.
But it's
I'm glad that you use that though. You use your pocket, so a lot of people don't do that either.
Yeah, I just because I was forgetting it, so I put it in my pocket, and I have extras in the glove compartment because Sue will get in the car and I say, "Did you bring a mask?" And she'll say, "No, so there's extras in the glove compartment."
Now let me ask you this, because I know we want to know this. Now, do you reuse yours? Do you dispose of them? Do you wash them?
I buy these reusable cloth masks, and I found one that's like a polyester
Okay.
kind of material. So it's this one's kind of worn. Could you say I wear it a lot?
Easy to breathe.
Very easy to breathe.
That's good. It has a nose cone.
It has a nose cone. And then what I do is, if I wore it a lot today, then I wash it.
Yeah. Okay, so you do. You wash them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wash it.
That's what we do.
Because I probably leave it in my pants half the time and it gets washed.
Well, that's an easy way too. Just
Exactly.
by accident. you
Exactly.
know?
But we washed them. We have the paper ones. And Sue works in a doctor's office, so they have the paper ones in the office.
So she could bring them home too if you lose them or forget
Well, for a
them.
while they had a hard time getting them.
I bet you
They had a hard
did.
time
Yep.
getting them. I tangled myself. But on the airplanes, you need to wear them. For a while there, I
You
know.
have to wear them on the cruises though.
Well,
you know if
that's
it's gonna be a
something
necessity?
that they've been talking about, what they're going to do. One of the things that I know for sure is that Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Lines, which are probably two of the biggest
Norwegian is,
Norwegian
yes.
and Royal Caribbean are two of the biggest cruise companies. They have gotten together and formed a health board of directors, for lack of a better word, that are evaluating sanitation procedures, air quality, distancing, and those kinds of things on the ships. They haven't released everything to us yet, so I don't know exactly what they're going to do about the about masks.
This is going to be a new world.
It's going to be a new world, and
It's-
I know for sure that there's not going to be a buffet.
Was there buffets?
There's buffets on all the ships.
Oh.
You've never been on a ship?
No, I've
You
told
gotta
you
come.
this.
You gotta come with us.
I keep trying.
gotta come with us.
The last time I tried, this is what was happening.
But the buffets, of course, there are people touching food and stuff like that. So that's going to
Okay.
be one of the first things I think that they're gonna. I kind of know, but that they're going to kind of eliminate that for now.
How is that going to
But
be?
they can't close that room. You can't close a room. If you picture a ship with 4,000 or 5,000 people on it, and maybe they're not going to be able to sail at full capacity, but those buffets are huge and they can hold probably 1,000 people. If you close that room, those people have to go to the smaller restaurants on the ship, and they're not going to be able to handle that. So what I'm
capacity,
hearing is
yeah.
that they're going to have that room open, but you're going to be served. So,
Well,
but none of this is cast in stone because, like I said, it's day by day.
well, we went to Hershey Farm in Lancaster Friday, and they had a buffet, but they brought it all to you.
So there you go.
So that might be an option, and that's not bad. I mean, well, I don't know if you could sit down on a cruise.
Yeah, no, there's all tables there.
Oh, okay.
There's all
Well, I don't know
tables
how
there, yeah.
like crowded it is.
Yeah,
or
no, the
there's
buffet
places.
the buffets have a ton of tables. They're big. I mean, they're well on the ships I've been on. It's either the whole back of the ship or the whole front of the ship, depending where they do it.
Okay,
and
for the
it's half
buffets.
of the ship.
Okay.
And so there's tables all the way around. There's 2 tops, 4 tops. There's handicap sections, and there's people always coming cleaning the tables, and the sneeze guards and stuff all around where you get the food.
Yeah.
But some people just use their hands. I mean, there's tongs there to pick up the rolls,
Yeah, I know.
and some people just pick up their hands.
Yeah.
Now, so
That's how
you have
Chinese
to
buffets are, but
Yeah.
they're shut down.
you have to eliminate that hazard on the ship.
Well, they might also do something with plexiglass as well.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how they could use it. They might use it as to where people are sitting, like to block
In between
you know,
tables and things like that. Mhm.
or something in between, like, I don't know if there's like servers that come up to you or part of the buffet, so you don't reach over there or they hand it to you, like that
Yep,
kind of thing.
yep.
So
Well,
there's.
I was actually at a restaurant yesterday to pick up food,
Oh, okay.
and I was talking to the manager, and she was just her and I talking because nobody else there. And I said, "What are you guys doing?" And she said, "We have every one of our tables 6 foot apart, and we're only allowed 25% capacity, so we're allowed 50 people. Nice larger restaurant. So that's what they're gonna do, and they have them 6 feet apart, so they don't need partitions. If you're a family of 4, they're gonna put you here, and the next table's 6 foot apart.
That's what they were doing when we were at Denny's. It was very weird. I'm not even gonna tell you. Super weird, because you walk in, you're on a wait. You don't know how long the wait is because they don't know how long the wait is.
No.
Because they wait for the person to get up, then they clean the area and you sit there.
Yep.
So we were there, I think we waited maybe like 15, 20 minutes. Then other people, it was starting to get crowded and packed. People wanted to sit outside because they had outside as well as inside. But they had like every 2 other booths blank. Like, I don't know how they do it.
Well, that was probably yeah.
I didn't know if it was part of their sections or is that like all part of 6 feet.
Well,
like,
that's probably part of their 6 feet.
it was,
I mean, that's probably a lot easier than trying to put plexiglass up.
That's true too. Yeah, because there was no plexiglass. But another thing that I feel like is also crazy, even what I said earlier with Murphy, is right now with the rules of the indoor dining, they have to have the air conditioner on and the windows open at the same time. You know that, right? That's what he just issued.
Yeah.
So at least with the cruise, it's fresh air, but I guess they have to have the air conditioner on.
Well, the air
I don't
conditioners
even-
on the ships are always air conditioned.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
and it's fresh
those,
air. So
Those doors are open when you're in the main, hallways where the elevators are and stuff like that.
You'll
There's a
feel
door
it.
leading out to the pool. There's a door leading out to the deck. There's a door leading out to,
Well, maybe you should get Murphy on one of your
they're
cruises.
open and closed.
Show him how 6 feet social distancing goes, Definitely.
But that's no callers, Danny. I'm surprised.
No, I don't think. I think people are scared. I don't know.
Don't be scared.
I can't force anyone to call. I can't do that.
What are they doing on our screen?
Oh, we have a phone call? Hello, you're on the DJ Danny Show. May I ask who's calling?
This is Joan.
Hi, Joan. Thank you so much for calling.
My pleasure.
And how can I help you today?
I want to ask Joe when he expects sailings to resume.
Well, unofficially, first quarter of 2021 is
Okay.
is the feedback that I've gotten from some of the major cruise lines. Sooner if they can, but I think with all that's going on and from what I've read and what people I've talked to, they're looking at first quarter of 2021.
Okay. Do you think they'll start by June?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe mid-April?
Okay.
May?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe March, April. First quarter of 2021.
It's exciting, though, because we're almost done with 2020. So
Yeah, we're
let's
almost
go
there.
with the boom.
We're almost there.
Exactly. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Joan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did you jinx it?
Huh?
Did you jinx it?
Did I jinx
You
it?
just said no callers. We have a caller.
We had a caller.
Did
Look
you
at that.
jinx it?
I guess so.
I believe you did as well. So Joan, is she one of your reservations?
Joan? Yeah, she travels with us all the time.
Oh,
She travels with us all the time. I recognize the voice.
well, that's good. See, I'm glad that you can have.
I recognized you, Joan.
But another thing that I love about when you go on cruises and stuff, you socialize and you get to know everyone
We
in
do.
the cruise.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a part of it. You know, the contagious laughter and everything.
It's-
So memories.
It's funny because, the Jukebox Legends cruises, we bring 100 people.
I've never been.
We bring 100 people. And everybody has Jukebox Legends shirts on.
I don't have that.
And every shirt is designed for that cruise.
Yes.
So like we did one in February. We did a Valentine's cruise. So everybody had shirts on that said Jukebox Legends Valentine's Day cruise,
that's
blah, blah,
so
blah.
sweet, yeah.
And so when we all show up at the bar on the pool deck with the same shirts on, it gathers a lot of attention.
Oh, because the other people that are on the cruise that aren't nothing to do with you
Right.
guys are like, what the?
Who are these people, right? Because you see families go on. There's
Yeah.
10, 12 people in the family have blue shirts on. It's so and so's birthday.
And
or
they
whatever.
all match.
But here's like 100 of us, and everywhere you go, you see one of these shirts.
They're gonna be like, can I have that shirt, please?
And then they see my partner Billy and I performing in the lounge that night, on the stage that night. And they're like, "Oh, you with those jukebox people?" Yeah, because we are the Jukebox Legends. But it's because we make so many friends, and over the years, we've been doing it now for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've met people from Ohio, Boston, Canada on these cruises that are now on our mailing lists. That when we do another cruise, they'll email, "We're coming. We're coming." So the groups just keep getting bigger and bigger and
That's
bigger.
good. So what did it start off first with? Was it just you and Sue and a couple of friends?
It was the first cruise was Sue and I, my partner Billy, who sings with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know Billy, you've met Billy, and his wife Louisa. That was the first cruise, the four of us.
Oh, okay, but that was fun.
The next cruise there was like 30.
Okay.
Then it was 70.
Was it word of mouth that?
Yeah,
kept
people
getting out?
just started. Some of the fan base, the friends, the family all started to get together.
And that's also how you built a lot with Jukebox Legends, though,
Exactly,
too, because it
exactly.
was both.
Yeah.
They both played a big part of your life.
And we have a huge fan base. I mean, we've been 15 years in Ocean County,
Amazing.
all
though.
over the place. Yeah.
Love the music.
We love the music. Well, you've been to a couple of our shows, so you know.
I went to the Elks one.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It was so much fun.
I think there's another Elks one coming up October 10th.
Is it the Hamilton Elks?
The Trenton Elks? where
Yeah,
were
the one
last
we
time.
went to.
That's the one you went to.
Oh, okay.
I
Is
think
it,
that
is
one's-
it still a thing?
Yeah. Well, so far they haven't canceled, and Tara's going to be with us that night.
Oh, was she singing?
Yes, when they asked us about it, we told them we would bring Tara. So
Oh, I love that.
I
yes,
just
I
booked
would
Tara
love
the
to
other
come.
day.
How much are tickets?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. The first one that we did, you came to, we did as a fundraiser for them.
Yes.
So we kind of organized it. This one is just they're doing it on their own as a fundraiser, and they actually hired us to perform at this one.
Okay.
It got changed. It was supposed to be September. They moved it to October. So, Joan, if you're listening out there, let us know how we're doing for October.
That was Joan, the one that just
No, not
called?
that Joan. There's another Joan.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you don't miss that chance. You just called.
No, that wasn't that Joan.
No, but where can we stay up to date with that? On your social media?
Yes, you can look at the jbltravelgroup.net on the special events, or you can go to thejukeboxlegends.com, and on our schedule you'll see that. So either way,
And you post it on like your Facebooks and stuff?
it's always on. We have our Jukebox Legends Facebook page. I have a JBL travel page. Billy Sagaris has his own personal page. I have my own personal page. We post it on all the pages. We even make Sue post it on hers
She shares some stuff from time to time. I see it.
from time to time. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was her or if you guys like share it to her page personally.
So I did do something very interesting now during this pandemic.
What did you do? Besides your certification?
I did something very interesting. A good friend of mine is also in the entertaining business.
Okay.
Approached me with an idea he had, and he said to me, "Joe," he says, "I've been thinking for probably a year or more about starting a coffee company."
Oh, I love coffee. Coffee and travel.
Yeah. So we said, "Yeah, well, coffee and travel go well together." So I said, "That's great." I said, "What do you want from me?" And he goes, "Well, your background in marketing and stuff like that." He said, "I would like to be my partner." And I'm like, partner? He says, yeah, I want you to be my partner. So basically what happened is Chris Segara, and if you're out there listening, Chris, you can call in. We'll let you call in. Chris would go sit on this beach where he lives. He lives across the street from the beach. Got a nice little house right there in Brook, New Jersey. And he would go out there and sit there in the morning and watch the sunrise and just watch the water. And he'd sit in his beach chair and he'd have his fedora on and he had a cup of coffee in his hand and he'd be drinking it. And he would take the last little drop of coffee and he'd swish it out onto the ocean, out to the universe. And he would write these inspirations.
Oh my goodness.
Inspirational thoughts.
Yeah.
And he would post them on his Facebook page and his Instagram page. And while he was doing this one day, his friend messaged him. He said, "What are you, the Beach Buddha?" And he said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am."
Oh, that's where the name came
So
from.
the name came Beach Buddha Coffee Company. It was just Beach Buddha at first, and now it's Beach Buddha Coffee Company. So when he approached me, he had done a lot of research, but then him and I spent a lot of time visiting roasters and doing that kind of thing. And we got very involved in the coffee. So we launched the coffee line, which is now expanded to, I think, five or six different products. And I brought you some stuff today to give you, so you guys can try it too.
Thank you. We're excited to try it and promote it and share.
And we got very involved with the Trop Rock Music Association. I know your dad knows who that is.
I heard of it.
These Trop Rock artists. We have a gentleman by the name of Boomer Blake, who's a singer-songwriter, Trop Rock singer-songwriter, who actually wrote our jingle.
When you say trop rock, exactly what genre is
You know,
that
it's a mix.
I knew I was gonna go there.
Yeah, it's a mix. It's like country, reggae.
I love it.
It's really cool. It's
So
really
I've heard of it, but I've never gotten a chance to listen to
it's
it.
really cool.
Okay.
Now you gotta think about it. My friend Chris who's like a DJ who's like a real top 40 DJ. Has become this trop rocker, and I keep telling him I'm his doo-wop and trop rockin' friend. But
I love that. That's awesome.
but we've met so many great people, musicians, radio station owners that are that play trop rock music.
Yeah, they specify in it as well.
They specialize. That's what I was looking for. I got tongue tied. They specialize in trop rock music, and so anyway, the coffee has really taken off. So I brought you some stuff.
But how do you like it?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
So were you a coffee?
I'm a coffee fanatic.
Well, were you before?
I always was.
Oh, okay.
I was always a coffee fanatic, and I tried everything. I tried, the one that begins with an F, the one that begins with an M, the one that begins with DD,
Hoffman?
the one that begins with
Dunkin' Donuts?
ST. I've tried them all,
Folgers?
and I've tried them all.
Okay.
And it's funny now that we have this coffee company. Honest, not because we own it.
Yeah.
But I can't drink anybody else's coffee.
Only drink yours.
It's bitter to me.
Really?
It's bitter, and that's the
Is
one
it
thing you don't get
a
with
sweeter
ours.
blend to what the tastes are? Like what exactly?
No,
is
see,
the-
we handpick. We globally source the beans.
Okay.
Most of it's Brazil, Honduras, some from Cuba. But we have a very proprietary mix of beans and formula. Our roasting times are different. It's not like anybody else's. We taste tested one night, Chris and I, probably 30 different coffees. I didn't sleep for 3 days.
I wouldn't either. That sounds amazing.
It was crazy. It was crazy. By the end of the night, we were adding whiskey to them. We had to do something. We're here and see it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're drinking coffee.
So you were tasting all the coffee beans?
We had the coffee beans roasted, and we were testing different blends to find the one that we liked.
Okay.
So we came out with the first one. The first one that we came out with is called Sunrise Roast.
That's what you were
So
saying
that's a
before.
medium roasted
That's
coffee,
medium.
and that's what most people are used to, a medium roast. So that was our first one. Now what I brought you here, this is a that'll make 10 cups of coffee in a regular coffee
Oh
pot.
my goodness.
Or you can. I also brought you a reusable K cup.
Okay. So we can put it in
fill
here
that.
too.
You can
Oh,
put
it's
that
purple.
in. You can. Yep. Well, the purple is for a reason, because a lot of the Keurig makers and some of the other ones will not brew the coffee unless they pick up that color on their little scanner inside the machine,
Oh.
because they want you using their brand.
Oh, so that's like
So
not
that's what
different.
that is.
Okay, that's
So you
smart.
could fill that
Okay.
and put it in your coffee maker, then just wash that out. It's a reusable cup. The reason why we did that instead of making pods is we're very environmentally conscious because we're
Well, that's
involved with the
amazing.
beach.
Yep.
You know, there's too much plastic in the ocean.
Oh, 100%.
And so we one of the things that we've adopted is to be environmentally conscious. And we could not find a K cup that we could manufacture that was biodegradable and environmentally conscious. So this is the route we're taking right now.
Okay.
But we are looking.
That's exciting, though, for everybody that loves K-Cups, that you could do that.
Yep, I fill them up. I fill them up. You know, I have
Like
two.
the
of
whole
them.
thing?
I fill it right up to the top. You'll see like a little line inside. You snap it closed.
Here, open it.
You'll see, open that top part right there. There's a little hinge on it. So there's like a little line on the top
Yeah,
right there. Just fill it up to that, and then I take my finger and I just go across it like that,
to make it perfect.
and then I close it. Put it in the machine.
Oh, that's awesome.
10 ounces of water in your brewer
Mm-hmm.
makes a perfect cup of coffee.
Hey guys, I got Chris on the line here.
Oh,
We have Chris.
Chris, the Beach Buddha. Hello,
Hello, who's this?
it's Joe and Danny.
Joe and Danny, how are you? It's the Beach Buddha calling in.
Hi, I'm so excited to try your coffee.
Well, we're so excited to have you try it.
I will be your 100% supporter. I promise as soon as I try this stuff, I will be posting and tagging you guys and everything. I promise you there.
So, Chris,
now the key.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
That's why we're
Go ahead,
partners.
son.
We get
I
along
said
real
I'll
good.
Bring you some.
I brought her some. I brought her sunrise, and then I brought her the sunset. That's our dark roast.
That's the dark one.
Okay. Then I brought you.
Nice.
This is brand new. Just came out this week. This is our Rising Tides Espresso.
Oh. And is that's espresso?
That's espresso.
Oh my gosh.
Now you make this.
It's espresso.
Espresso? What were you saying, Chris?
He started to talk. I stopped to talk, and then
And I stopped it, and you stopped.
Uh,
This is a Key West Cuban style espresso roast.
Ooh.
And we have a lot of people down in Key West that love our coffee, and so this is the espresso. And this is really good at night in one of those little espresso cups with a shot of Anisette or Sambuca in it. So that's espresso.
Avazano Sambuca.
Now I brought you
nice
Is
thing
that
about
Chardonnay?
Anisette is a liqueur, and then Sambuca is a liqueur.
Oh,
You put a little
to
bit
the
of that, a
liqueur.
little Italian. You're Italian, come on.
Yeah, but I don't speak it.
And then I brought you this one. I just found out when we were backstage that you can't drink it.
My dad can.
This is our #1 selling coffee.
One I'm allergic to.
This is our Coconut Bay Roast. This one has taken the country, right, Chris, by storm.
literally.
Literally sell
Literally.
this. We sell more Coconut Bay than anything else. It's unbelievable. We also came out with this week. What's the new one, Chris? We came out with this week.
The pumpkin bay and then the hazelnut bay.
Right.
Oh, a hazelnut. Wait, the pumpkin is pumpkin coconut.
It's pumpkin coconut. Yeah, you can't drink it.
Pumpkin coconut.
You guys should just do pumpkin without coconut, though.
But see, we need to be. We want to be different.
Yeah, that's true. Hazelnut, though. What is hazel? Is it hazelnut coconut?
No, just hazelnut.
Oh, okay, that would be good. Is that like a nuttier, like amaretto kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
what you're looking for?
yeah.
Okay, that sounds
Oh
delicious.
yeah, Chris, we could put amaretto in that, Chris.
Oh yeah, of course,
we
amaretto
can.
sour.
No,
Just,
we're working with a guy out in Key West
uh-huh.
that owns his own liquor company,
Oh,
and we're working with him and putting together recipes, and he's going to feature us in his what's called a tasting room out in Key West.
that's awesome. That's exciting. But you would love it also to be virtual, where other people can see it, like online too.
Yep. We
Like
have
if he does
Oh,
a
yeah.
video or something live on Facebook.
Yeah, we actually have a Zoom meeting tomorrow. It was supposed to be tonight, and I asked him to put it off for tomorrow because I knew I was here.
Yeah.
We're having a meeting with him and some other people tomorrow night. And
Well, good luck. I hope you guys have more great ideas coming up for that. This is amazing. I'm excited to try your coffee, though.
I also brought you.
I'm thankful he told me. He texted me. It's like, do you guys like coffee?
I also brought. Well, we said coffee and travel, right, Chris?
That's it. Listen, it was
Coffee
the
and
perfect
travel.
match when we got together, and it's going to be the perfect match forever.
I really do got to say, I love the slogan, though. I love the
The logo.
caricature. The
Everybody
logo,
loves
yes.
that logo.
I really do. It's just, it looks so relaxing and refreshing.
That's
on the
actually
beach.
Chris on that picture.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Yep.
He makes me want to be out on the
Great.
beach with a fedora and my coffee, but I can't right now.
And then I brought you one of our
Yeah.
Beach Buddha mugs for home.
Oh, thank you.
But But yes, you can be there right now, Danny. Because see, when you drink a cup of the Beach Buddha coffee, the best roast from coast to coast, it's a form of escapism. So you close your eyes, you sip that coffee, and away you go.
Oh, well, you know what? I could drink this tomorrow at work and not be at work.
And as the jingle
That's
says,
it.
as the jingle says, it's a little piece of island time.
What jingle?
That's it.
Our jingle.
Oh, your jingle.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to hear it.
You're gonna have to go to beachbuddhacoffee.com.
Okay.
And you'll see it.
Is it right when you go to the website?
Yeah, down. You scroll down. There's a SoundCloud thing there. It was done by Boomer Blake, and you'll see it. It's on all our commercials.
Oh, I'm excited.
But then I brought you this one, so you can keep. This is something new that we just started this week.
Oh, I love it.
That you can take hard plastic, reusable.
Yep.
To take your coffee. I brought you this one because I know you. It says, "I'm a nightmare without my coffee."
But that is me. And you know what? This is like, it reminds me so much of Halloween too, and I love it.
Well,
Is that what it's supposed to be based out of?
yeah.
Because it's like green, like zombie? That's awesome. Yeah, I love this. This is
So, Chris, did I
amazing.
miss anything?
I don't think so, man. And even if you did, I wouldn't tell you because that's what we do.
I think it's amazing though.
I was telling her your story before we got on the air, how you started, and I just did it, on the air so people could hear it. But we figured that was a tie-in to travel, and
I think this is amazing. Do you sell this also on your cruise?
we haven't
bring it?
we haven't yet, but we will be.
Yeah, you should. Or you should actually have it as like the coffee for people to try, like, samples, and then you make that. Yeah, you got it.
Chris, she's got good ideas.
Oh, come on, you guys got good ideas.
Write them down. Write them down.
I'm here all night. You have my phone number, Joda. So if you guys need to reach out, have any ideas, let me know. But yeah, no, seriously, let people sample it on the cruise while they're getting that nice getaway. And then, you sell them that big 2.5 bag for that certain amount it is.
Yeah, these are just sample packs.
Yeah,
we
you
have
get them in the trance. You know what I mean?
we have gift
And
packs. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's funny you said. I just wanted to tell you when you were saying about sell them that $30 bag, whatever the heck you said. You know what it is? When we price our coffees,
Mm-hmm.
they're not expensive for what you get. There's two reasons.
Okay.
A, it's a gourmet coffee.
Mm-hmm.
B, it's shipped to you. Okay.
Okay.
And C, it's roasted fresh and shipped to you. It's not like it's sitting on a shelf. It's not like it's been from warehouse to shelf to you, whatever. It's all. And with a craft coffee, there's a lot that goes into it. So it may be $1 or $2 more expensive than your coffee off the shelf, so to speak.
Okay.
It's not right, but it's a whole different.
A whole different taste. too.
Exactly. And to Chris's point, we roast fresh almost daily, and like the stuff that we shipped over 14 orders just this morning, and there's a ton more that came in. That coffee was roasted yesterday, and then packaged today and shipped out.
It's so exciting to know you guys can be a part of this, though.
And it's free shipping.
Roasting. Are you learning how to roast the?
No. Well, yeah, kind of. He is.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We're a good team, and it's going for it.
You guys work
And
very
the
well,
fun
though.
part
You
about
both
it is-
have a lot of ideas too. He keeps talking.
You got lots of great ideas, and we're having fun with it.
That's
which is
good.
cool.
Yes,
You know,
and you're making memories. That's another thing that Corona can't
Oh,
take
we
from
got
you.
memories.
Yeah. Who goes in full force in the middle of the world pandemic and sells coffee? I don't know.
We started a coffee company in the middle of the
You know
pandemic.
what? There's nothing wrong with that because everybody that's going to be leaving the pandemic anyways eventually will be tired and exhausted and they're going to want coffee. So you're just a
Good point.
millionaire. That's all.
Good point.
I
Kudos
mean,
to you.
thank you. I love coffee and I'm not going to lie. I normally go to Starbucks or Dunkin' almost every day or I bring my Frappuccino one that I have. And I spend so much money on like their pumpkin spice lattes, but they're so good.
And tomorrow you're going to take your sunrise and
I
sunset
want to
roast
make
with
this
you.
tonight. Who said tomorrow? I want this now.
That's a girl.
I can't believe she's allergic to coconut, Chris.
I know.
Your dad's going to love that.
That's definitely true.
My dad and my
Your
mom
dad's gonna love-
probably will.
I don't know if you caught the part I said, we don't charge for shipping.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you said.
free shipping.
That's
It
amazing.
gets shipped to you priority mail. So depending on where you are in the country, you get it in 1 to 3 days. So you're not waiting 10, 12, 15 days. Of course, unless we're out, which rarely happens. You get it in 1 to 3 days.
Another good thing about that also is depending on when it's shipped or coming to you, even though it's fresh, like you said, you're not dealing with it being stuck in the mail.
Exactly.
You know, because
Exactly.
mail's always getting lost somehow, somewhere.
That's why we do priority.
So
That's
I
why
think
we do priority.
That's awesome.
And
that
all
you
of our
guys are
big
part of that.
and all of our big bags have resealable tops, so that the coffee stays fresh.
Oh, that's good.
We have a
What are
degassing
your
valve on the
ounces?
bag. It's 12 ounces.
Oh, the
Everybody
big ones
sells
as
12
well.
ounces.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
a big. These are our we call these frac packs, which stands for fractional packs. This is what the restaurants and the delis and those kind of places would use to make a pot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it for that. We did it to be able to show people samples, and then we made a gift pack. So like somebody's birthday's coming up, they're a coffee fanatic, you can actually order a gift pack on our site with 1 or 2 of each of our flavors with a mug and a K-cup. And it comes in a drawstring canvas bag with our logo on it.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's really nice.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
awesome.
nice, yeah.
Wow. Keep that in
So-
mind, especially for somebody.
And I have to
wants-
say, I use the canvas bag not because it's our company. I use the canvas bag all the time to go to my boat. I throw my wallet and my stuff in there.
Yeah, that's
and
it was
I
easy.
carry
filling.
everything, and I know it's all in one
Is it
spot.
waterproof
Every time.
related?
No,
as
it's
well?
canvas,
It's just
but-
canvas.
No.
But it's just in one spot. I get what he's saying. I feel him. You put it in one spot, you have it there. You got
yeah,
it next to
and
you.
it's the one you throw over your back. Like
No,
a
it's just a
drawstring,
small. It's a small sack. It's a
right?
small
Oh,
sack.
okay. It's
yeah.
not like a 3-string.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It's just a small sack that fits all that's in there. And
But that's nice.
but it's a nice heavy-duty canvas. I mean, so you can use it for a lot of things. I mean, if you were going to go on vacation on one of the cruises with us, you could take that and pull your makeup in there and pull the drawstrings.
That's very true.
like a
But I would
makeup
have
bag.
to buy the coffee if I go on the cruise.
But you'd have to go on the cruise.
Exactly. We have to talk
Well,
about
the
that.
nice thing is that Joe being in the travel
Mhm.
and everything we're doing is basically trying to parlay travel. Now we're working on something which will be like these little travel packs to take with you with hopefully maybe your own little coffee maker, even like a travel
Oh, I love that.
something that's
That's
disposable,
awesome.
or like a tiny little thing that you can put this pot in or put this
All right.
thing and let it roll.
Look, you guys have a lot of ideas. You just have them keep going and going. Just,
We do.
Just let them keep flowing right now. Don't let the pandemic affect you. Just let it keep going. It's
Nah.
amazing.
We don't.
I am so
Joe
excited.
and I are our own pandemic.
No, I am really
More like
excited.
panic.
I am thankful you called in, Chris. I hope to meet you sometime. I'm excited to try your guys' coffee and tag you everywhere, as long as you're okay with that. Promotion,
Absolutely.
socialization.
Thanks
Absolutely.
for answering the phone, and you guys have a great rest of your show, and talk to you soon.
All
Thank
right.
you, Chris.
See you later.
All right.
Well, Joe.
Peace out. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for being here. I hope we got to the point where a lot of people understand what's going on in the travel industry with COVID right now. Excited to see what the future holds with new cruises, new adventures, especially with you guys. And I'm excited to try all this coffee. You guys need to make sure you check out beachbuddhacoffee.com. And I will be posting and promoting all of this as soon as I try it. Are you kidding me?
And we want your honest opinion. Let us know.
Oh, I will give it to you. I
let us
can't
know.
try this.
No, I know. But your dad tried out and let me know.
Yeah, I will. I'll let my
No,
dad do a
thanks for
review on
having
that.
me. It's always fun being here. I
Thank
love
you.
hanging out with you. You're
Yes.
a lot of fun. You have a high energy. We had a good time.
I didn't even drink coffee yet.
You didn't drink coffee yet.
Well, thank you all so much. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Joe, for being here. I'll have you back on again. Eventually, what we should do when we have you back on, either if it's for the cruise or for the coffee company, so we can promote this more as well.
Sure.
Than just 15
I'll bring
minutes.
Chris with me.
That'd be perfect. We'll schedule that then.
got
Thank
it.
you all so much for tuning in. Stay safe and have a great night. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.